Kia ora tātou, you're listening to Hine Ki Te Wheiao, a space where we hold kōrero that matter, stories of strength, learning, struggle and healing. In this, we centre the voices of wahine Māori and explore maternal mental health through a lens grounded in mātauranga Māori and lived experience. In this episode, we have Chelsea Edmonds sharing her experiences with grief, how she navigated the justice system and her whānau's pathway to healing. For urgent safe sleep advice and sudi prevention, you can call Plunkett Line anytime at 0800 933 922.
Kia ora te iwi, ko Chelsea Edmonds tōku ingoa I te wā nei ka noho au ki whangarei. He māmā hau, ai toko whā tamariki, so we've got 4 tamariki, 3 boys, 1 girl.
Beautiful, beautiful. Tēnā koe, o tira, tēnā koutou, and thank you to your babies for letting Mama come down. Thank you, harere. Appreciate you guys. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your whānau? Like, what do you do? What does your 9 to 5 look like?
I'm just stay home mama at the moment because at the moment I'm medically unfit to mahi because I'm coming at 3 years with a spinal injury and if I do too much just to my mai, so it affects my abilities to do lots of things and it's so hard.
Yeah, I bet.
Like especially if you have 3 active tamariki, like trying to keep up with them is sometimes hard.
Yeah.
But my 9 to 5 just revolves around the kids. Like I get the kids ready for kura, off they go, and then I just whakapai whare in the afternoon, collecting them all. And through winter we've got sports every afternoon, and then Saturday, Sundays are gone because our boys play rugby on Saturday and then they play league on a Sunday.
Yeah.
So we're just always on the go. Yeah. Tiring, but it's pretty cool at the same time.
Rewarding.
Yeah, it's real rewarding, and the kids have fun.
Yeah.
The kids have a lot of fun doing that.
Yeah.
My partner is a engineer, so he's a sheet metal fabricator, welder.
Get it? Period.
Very, very skilled man he is. Like if he wants to make something, he's going to figure out how to make it. And then he's real like, if someone says they can't, he's going to like MacGyver a way to make something work.
Yes.
Like he's real, what's the word, resourceful. Like he's really, really cool. And he's that dad that you just hope every tamaiti has because he's just real hands-on.
Yeah.
He's real hands-on. But yeah, that's pretty much what my 9 to 5 looks like.
I love that.
Just keep our kids busy, but also they get a lot of experiences out of being involved in sports.
Right.
If they coulda have kaupapa on, then I'll just go.
Yeah. And
now that they're all our tamariki that we have at home, they're all at 3 different wahis, so I just got to hope that they don't have kaupapa on the same day because I like to just go and be present. Like that's a really massive thing for myself and harere is being able to have a parent who can awhi them in all of their kaupapa and all of their school things.
Yeah. You're like superwoman.
I wouldn't go that far.
Honestly, I reckon most māmā are just like, because not only are you the nurse at home, you're the therapist, you got to counsel your kids, you're the everything, you're the doctor, you're the cook, you're the wife to your partner.
I'm actually not the cook in our whare. That's
good.
Harere's domain, like he's like master chef. For our tamariki, like if you ask them, they'll be like, oh, whose cooking do you prefer? They'll just go, Dad's.
One of the big reasons why this podcast kind of came about was because we knew that we wanted to voice maybe the tougher issues. And you did tell me about your son, and I wonder if you feel comfortable, would you mind sharing a little bit about him? What was he like, and what he meant to you in your whānau?
His name is Tajay. He was like the easiest baby. Woke up happy, went to sleep happy. He was always just excited. If you said hi, his face lit up. He was very like bubbly. And I'm grateful that technology was a thing when I had him, because I have like videos and I still get to hear him laugh. And I still get to see his face. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but
Oh yeah, kia ora.
my cousins who were living in Australia at the time, they couldn't make it back for his tangi, but my auntie could, so they said they had this made before she came home, and I wear it everywhere. Like, he was real special. And I had him at a time in my life where I felt like everything was going south. So my mental health was in the rubbish. I can laugh now because it's no longer in the bin.
Yeah. we love that.
But yeah, he came to me at a time in my life where I needed a bit of light, and he was definitely that for me. And for a lot of other people too. One of my brothers kind of adopted him as his own too, and they would just always take him for weekends here and there. Sometimes I wouldn't see my baby for a week because he'd just be like, I'm keeping him, and I'm like, okay, all good.
Yeah.
And so they just always had that. And even though I was a single māmā when I had him, he wasn't short of being loved. Like, we had the biggest village, and we had a really awesome support network as well. Yeah, he was literally just a kid. You could just go hi, and then his face would light up. His arms and legs would go to town, like, you know, when babies are really excited and they do that little thing. So that was him. He would wake up like that. Like, he'd be like, Morena, and his legs would just go to town. And he was just the happiest kid. I don't think I've seen a baby as happy as what he was.
Yeah. So you told me about like your peepee. What do you want people to know about him in your own words?
I feel like when people meet me and then they discover that I've got 4 tamariki, they're like, where's the 4th? And then I have to tell them, like, oh, he actually passed away.
Yeah.
And then they go straight to like looking at me like, oh my God. And then their whole ahua changes in like how they treat me. And I'm like, oh, yuck.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like, like, I know that they're probably genuine in their feelings, but I don't like the sympathy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want people to feel like they can't talk to me about him.
Yeah.
Because our other 3 tamariki, they didn't get to meet him, but they know that he was here. And every now and again, like, they'll say to us that they miss him.
Yeah.
Even though they didn't get to experience him. So even though he's passed away, he's still very much alive in our whare.
Yeah.
So I love that for him, and I love that for our babies, because even though they didn't get to meet him, they will still tell everyone that they love him, that they miss him. And then we visit him often as well.
Yeah.
So that's probably something else that helps to keep him alive in our whare, in our whānau.
Yeah.
I just want people to know that if you have whānau or you have friends who are going through a loss of a child, regardless of if they were a pepe like Tajay, who passed when he was 7.5 months old, or if their tamaiti was like in their 20s or something, like it helps to know that people remember them.
Yeah.
And it helps to know that like they want to share their experiences of being with them and stuff like that.
We don't
I
talk
think they
about
just don't want to upset me.
Yeah.
But it actually brings me joy to know that other people remember him too. Like, I don't want him to be forgotten.
Yeah.
Like, I find, don't be afraid to share your memories, because hearing things like, are you okay? Or how do you cope? And how are you still here?
Have somebody asked you that?
I've had so many. I've had so many people be like, I couldn't carry on if like my baby passed away and stuff like that. Like, I've had a lot.
It's
If you can imagine it, I've heard it.
read the room. What the hell? Yeah, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. But thank you.
But it happens.
Yeah, it does happen. Yeah.
Like, it happens.
And I think it is important too that you have that one brother who keeps Pepe alive every time in passing conversations. Because I think as Māori we do that, eh? We go through like horrific trauma, horrific things that hurt our whānau, and we don't talk about it.
Yeah. But I feel like if you normalise having these hard conversations, then like our kids, the way our 11-year-old speaks to me, I would never.
Yeah.
Like, I would never go to my dad the way that my son will sometimes come to me.
Yeah.
But I like that he knows that he can stand in his truth.
Yeah.
And that's kind of something that we're trying to encourage our tamariki to do, is to be able to know their truth. Like, just because an adult comes to you, like, if you know that that's not what happened, then you're allowed to speak on your truth, and you're allowed to stand by that. And we've said to them that mum and dad will have your back whether you're right or wrong. And then, you know, if you're wrong about it, then we'll go and have those kōrero, like behind closed doors.
Yeah.
But our tamariki know that when we're out and about, like mum and dad's, like we've got their back.
Yeah, we're tight. Yeah.
Yeah. We will stand for them.
Yeah.
Regardless of what's going on.
Yeah.
And I know that while I was growing up, I didn't have that from my parents.
Yeah.
And I had it from my brothers. Like, my brothers would be like there. They're there.
Yeah.
Like, they had backs. They still have backs, actually. But yeah, just being able to grow tamariki who can stand firm in who they are,
Yeah.
without being little who's about it. Because we want them to still have respect for authority, respect for people, kaumātua kuia, like all those pakeke, but also if it's not reciprocated, then just cut it off. Yeah.
Yes.
Cut it off.
That's what I've been teaching my big boy too, like the same thing, the way that he
And it's
talks
hard.
to me. It is hard.
It's hard because sometimes they practice it on you and it's a bit confronting, and I'm like, brother. I'm like, brother, just chill. I'm like, hey, you need to change your tone, or like fix your attitude before you come and have a kōrero. And sometimes I'll hear, but I don't have an attitude. And it's like,
right there.
I'm like, you just need to go and have a breather and then come back.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. And it's cool getting to navigate like the passing of your mātāmua and then also navigating now parenting an 11-year-old. It was kia kaha. I don't know what that's like. I'm parenting a 7-year-old and this is hard already. But maybe I wanted to go back to Tajay and when all of this was happening at that time, did you feel supported outside of your whānau? Like, did you?
No.
No.
No. I did in like organisations that I was already part of while he was like ora pai. But for things like all the medical side and the police, holy fuck, like that was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like that was an actual nightmare having to, like, cause
What happened?
he just didn't wake up. Like one morning, so I had, like, I can remember it like it was the other day. I had gotten up really early, and you know when you just get those like those inklings that you just know something's not right.
Yeah.
So I actually woke up that day, and I was like something feels off. I woke up at like 4 a.m. I think. Like it was real early, and I'm not a morning person. Like, do not wake me up before 6:30.
Yeah.
Because it takes me a long time to just wake up and be alert.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd woken up, I couldn't get back to sleep. And I had gotten up to go to the bathroom, and when I walked past his cot, I just didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's weird. And then I went toilet, I came back, and then I just brushed my boy's cheek, and it was like stiff. It was cold, and I was like I did this, and then my hand jumped. And I remember running down the hallway and just yelling out, I think he's passed away, like I think he's dead. He was taken out of his cot. CPR was started, but he had like, you could, by looking at him, you could tell he'd been gone for a little bit. So the ambulance people came. They tried. I think they shocked him a couple of times. I'm not sure. I was taken downstairs and just kept away while they worked on him. And then I remember being told when the police came in, they said to me, we've got to put a lock on your bedroom door because your bedroom is now a crime scene.
Wow. Wow. Nothing else, just straight went there.
They just straight went there. Like they asked me what I did before I found him. But yeah, they changed the lock and they said, you can't go back into your room. I said, could I grab some clothes? They said no. So we had whānau actually go buy me some clothes.
Wow.
Police had said to me that my room was a crime scene. I was like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean it's a crime scene? Like, he just hasn't woken up. Like, I just hid. Like, we had so many people coming in and out of the house. And I understand that everyone was coming to see me and comfort me and whatever else they were wanting to do and just be there, but I didn't want to see anybody because I didn't want to acknowledge it. So I just hid in one of the rooms of the house. Like, I just hid away from everybody.
Yeah. Of course. But yeah, I can't even imagine that pain, bro. So after Pepe passes, the police open up the crime scene. How long did that investigation carry on for?
Months. Like, I wasn't allowed in my room for over a week, but it was kind of all right. Like, I didn't notice that I wasn't allowed in there for a week, because as soon as he came back from Tamaki, we went up north.
Yeah.
And I remember when they brought him home and they bring him inside, and I ran out the other door. I was like, I want to say I was maybe like hyperventilating, but I can't quite remember what I was doing. I just remember running out. Like, he came in one door and I bolted out the other. And I remember Harere was there when they brought him home. Because he and I, so before we got together, we had been best friends for a few years, so he played a part in raising Taja as well. And I remember he followed me. I don't know if he ran after me or if he walked, but I know that he was the one that followed me out the door, and he just hugged me. He's like, we've got to go inside. He's like, your boy's home. We've got to go back inside. I remember saying that I didn't want to. And I think I said that because I was still in denial that this is what's happened to our whānau, was that we've just lost our baby. And I just really didn't want to acknowledge it. And my brother, who always took him for weekends, said to me, he's like, sis, you need to hold your baby. I remember apologising to him for just not being able to save him or like keep him here with us.
Because this is a really big number. The first one is that's your baby's life. That's your biggest boy. And it's honouring who he was, who he is, and how we keep his conversation alive, how we keep him alive through all of our kōrero. But also recognising the way that you as his māmā was treated back then through that whole process, which sounds like it wasn't great from a systems perspective.
Yeah.
Looking back, what do you think needs to change in the justice system to make it safer and fairer for whānau?
Actually, if anyone in our whare had been drug addicts or alcoholics and had histories of abuse, maybe then, bring that assumption of it happened because of actions that we took. But because there was none of that, no evidence of it, nothing, they just said, like, you're responsible for it.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to get away from being like that, but it needs to stop.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty confident that if I was another ethnicity that wasn't Māori, or if my baby was another ethnicity that wasn't Māori, I believe we would have been treated differently.
Yeah.
We would have been given the verdict of innocent until proven guilty, rather than the reverse of what I got, which was guilty until proven innocent. So after we had buried Taja and made our way back to Whangarei, I was in and out of the police station, and it was pretty much, they just got me to repeat myself every single time. And I think they were hoping that I was going to give a bit of new information or something, but
change your story up. So basically they wanted to catch you.
They wanted to find something to pin his death on me.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until they received the coroner's report that they left me alone.
Yeah.
Like, and it was like, we got the report, they got the report, and then I heard nothing. Like, at all.
That's shocking.
Those who know me know that I live for tamariki. Like, because my older siblings they started having tamariki when I was 5. And even after my boy had passed away, all of my iramatu were like, they were kind of like the kawa that I needed, like just to wrap over my heart sort of thing. Like, they won't even know it, but, well, they will now if they see this. But all of my iramatu that were already born when my boy passed away, they really helped to heal my heart. If I didn't have them, I don't think I'd be sitting here.
You're here now and you've found the courage to speak about something tapu to you and your whānau, to speak about your baby. What is it, do you think, that brought you here today, that made you go, yeah, I'm going to talk about this today? Other than me being annoying.
Well, I thought that it's been a long time. And I think it's important. I think when you said to me that you were doing this kaupapa of Hine Ki Te Wheiao, and you were telling me a little bit about the kaupapa, it kind of, something rang for me, and I just thought if I can help to make anything easier for our whānau Māori who find themselves in these systems, then I would like to be able to help with that. Because it wasn't a good time for me. Like, it was a very yucky time.
Yeah. What message would you give to other māmā Māori who may be going through a similar situation or have been through similar situations as you?
If you know where your support network is, I think it's really important that you lean into it. For me, I don't like being a burden. And when, at this time in my life, that's all I thought I was. But my network being my siblings, my iramatu, Harere, some of his whānau, they let me be, and they reminded me if I said things and I said that I don't want to annoy you or I don't want to be a burden, they would just be like, hey, that's not what you are to us.
Yeah.
Like, if you're māmā, you let it out. And if you don't know where to go, maybe try and find maybe an iwi run kaupapa or organisation just to see what awhi is out there for you. Like, sometimes you don't even need someone to talk back, you just need someone to hear you. So if you have those people in your life, utilise them.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That pāhara keke vibe, eh? We've been talking about the importance of having like a pāhara keke around you. And I recognise the privilege for those of us who do have a pāhara keke, who can lean on them. But thank you. I really wanted to just make sure that your kōrero was upheld and was as authentically you as it could be without feeling like you're
I wish I
swayed.
could have got through it with less tears.
I did think about stopping and starting, but I think we've done pretty good. I think you've done great. If you like this episode, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Hine Ki Te Wheiao.